Well, hello, welcome to another episode of Gonna Do. Finally, lockdown is finished for regional Victoria and I'm able to get out and about, so I've taken a couple of days off and I'm going to a place called Mt Beckworth, which is just not close, very close to where I live in Ballarat. So not doing much, but just getting out. It's so great to be able to go. So anyway, we'll get camp set up and we'll go from there. Okay, well, I'm back again. Camp set up. You can see bit of a change there at the back part of my camper trailer. It's only temporary, and I will explain that when I go around the back. But I want to just explain a situation that happened to me, and sadly I was in a bit of a fluster that I didn't get to video it when it happened. But anyway, for all Hyundai i30 owners, maybe it's something you need to think about. So after I did the video where I came in through the Mt Beckworth sign, I decided I'd do a little bit of a video of me driving past with my camping setup. So I actually got out of my car and the door shut. I don't know whether I shut it, but it did shut. And I went up and set this camera up on my gimbal up the road a bit. And when I come back to my car was locked. It was running and I couldn't get into it. So here I am, standing outside my car. It's running, and the boot, or the hatch as you call it, and all four doors were locked. So there's no way in the world I could get into it. Luckily I had my phone on this gimbal, and I was able to call my wife, and luckily I've only camped about 15-20 minutes from my home, and she was able to bring my spare keys out and I was able to unlock my car. I have Googled this since then and there's no way around it, which makes me puzzled. So when I got here and set up camp, I thought I would replicate the situation by, because I've got the spare keys, I thought I would start the car, lock it, and just show you what happened. I can't do it. No matter what I do, the doors, I can lock the driver's side door, but I cannot lock any of the other doors. As soon as I lock the other doors and I put my key in, it unlocks. So whatever happened, it was a major hissy fit. And thank goodness I was only a short distance from my home. Otherwise I would have been totally had it. So now I'm going to come up with a solution. Maybe I'm going to hide a spare key on it somewhere so that doesn't happen again, because I just don't know whether we can do anything about it. So it's an eye-opener. So any Hyundai i30 owners out there, just be wary that if you don't leave your keys in it while it's running, otherwise this can happen to you. So as you can see on the back of my tent, my camping trailer here, I now have an gazebo tent on the back, and the awning, the 270-degree awning is gone. Now it's only a temporary thing, because what I've done is I've taken that awning off, the King's one, and I've put it onto my caravan, because I have two setups. I have this one which I use by myself, and then I have my caravan when I use with my family and my wife. So I've put that on the back because I have a rear opening door and I would like to be able to have that covered. We used to use that gazebo that you can see there on the back, and I've ordered a new one. So I've upgraded a bit and I've gone to the Rhino rack. It is self-supporting to a degree, so it'll make it easier to set up and pack up, which is what I want. So when I've got it on, it is ordered, it has been shipped, but I won't get it until next week. So maybe the next video I do, I will have it on and I will do a review of it then. So anyway, after the hassles of today, getting here and getting set up, I'm quite happy to now sit down and have a nice smoked cheese and a nice glass of red. And hopefully I'll talk to you tomorrow and show you the sights of Mt Beckworth. Well, good morning. It's not a bad day outside. It's nice and calm anyway. A little bit of spitty rain around, but nothing major. I'm heading into a local town today called Clunes to pick up some couple of things I need and show you around Clunes, because it is a very historic gold mining town. Hopefully might be able to get me drone up for a bit of a fly. It also has a filming past where there was a very classic Australian film done there, so I'll tell you about that later. So anyway, we'll head into town. This is the town of Clunes in central Victoria, with a population of just under 2,000, which was home to the first registered gold discovery by William Campbell in 1850. The gold mining eventually came to an end in 1893, but the town has preserved many of its elegant historic buildings to this day and is recognised as one of the architecturally most intact gold towns in Victoria. This is what makes it a popular destination for films and television. Most notable was the 1981 movie Mad Max starring Mel Gibson, where Toe Cutter's bikie gang collected the Knight Rider's body. Also the 2003 Ned Kelly movie with Heath Ledger. The old State Bank was used for the Euroa Bank robbery. Well, as you can see, my fire is out because I'm about to jump on my e-bike and ride up to the top of Mt Beckworth, which is just up behind that hill. I had my fire going, and it's the middle of winter, so it's not going to get away because the grass is all green. But I just had the park ranger come in and say to me that if I'm leaving, I have to put my fire out. So sadly, I poured some dirt all over it and poured a bit of water on it and took the burning logs out and poured water on them. So got to abide by the law. Nothing you can do about it. Well, I was going to ride around to the other side because I thought that's where the track started, but there's a track heading up this side of the hill. So I'm going to give it a go and see where it leads. Well, I only rode up about 300 metres. Actually, the start of it's just down there. And as you can see, it comes to a dead halt. A few people have come up here in four-wheel drive and done some donuts, but looks like I'm going to head around to the other side. Okay, as you can see, I got around the other side and I've ridden up that track there. It's a little bit steep, thank God for the e-bike. I never would have got up here in my Hyundai, that's for certain, so using the e-bike as my four-wheel drive. So I've got to go over there and around, and I think I've got to go through a valley to get to the very top. And I'll show you when I'm getting closer. There's a pine tree on top of Mt Beckworth, and I think that's why I know that's why the locals call this One Tree Hill. So even from my place in Ballarat, I can see this one tree on top of this hill. So I'll show you when I get closer. Well, as you can see, I've made it to the top of Mt Beckworth, elevation 634 metres. And it says that this pine tree here was planted in 1918. I'll do some research and try and find out where it came from. But as you can see, this is why I can see this thing from home, because it stands out a mile above everything else around here. But anyway, I've got to head down now. Okay, now I'm going to show you something that I have acquired and put on my camper trailer, or put in my camper trailer. It's a slow cooker. It's a very small slow cooker, only 1.5 litres, but that's perfect for me. Now I got this idea off a guy called Foresty Forest. He's a Canadian bloke who lives in his van, and he's got this slow cooker. He always says he's going to stop using it, but he never does. It's quite a classic, but he does all these slow cooked meals, and I thought, what a brilliant idea. So I decided to buy one, and I got one for 20 bucks. Thought I can't go wrong. I already had the inverter up there, 300 watt inverter, so it was enough to power the slow cooker. So at the moment, if we go up here, have a look. I've got some lamb slow cooked meal going, so it's bubbling away there nicely. It's probably got another, what do we got now, 20 past 4. I'd say it's got another couple of hours to go yet, but hopefully that'll be really nice at about 7 o'clock tonight. I am quite impressed with it. Certainly smells good, but the best thing about it is that I don't have to prepare a meal. I started this at 12 o'clock, and hopefully by 7 I've got a nice meal going. So I'll let you know how it goes. Well, good morning. Last morning of my trip out of isolation. It's been pretty good. Weather's been really, not bad. It's quite mild, so that was great. Got a cup of brewing, keep me going. Just thought I'd tell you about last night's meal. Well, it's around about 6:30, 7 o'clock when I finally got it going, and I've cooked some meals in my camp oven, but nothing like this out of this slow cooker. It was just brilliant, so nice and tasty, and the meat just fell off the bone. I thought I had enough there for a couple of meals, but in the end I ate the lot. I know Foresty Forrest, the bloke who I got the idea off, he says that he cooks up, he says I've got enough for a lot, but he ends up eating it all because it just tastes so good. So I've got to watch it. It does suck a fair bit of power out of my battery, and I didn't have a lot of sun yesterday, so I drained my battery down a fair bit. But yeah, look, I can work with it. I certainly haven't flattened my battery. But anyway, that's it for the video this time. I'm going to pack up now and head back to home. Got some jobs to do there. So if you like my videos, subscribe to them, and I'll see you in the next one.